your nurse today. I'm performing hand hygiene, and I'm gonna turn the lights on. I'm just gonna verify your name and your date of birth. So
Kaya B.
your ID.
June 9th, 1996.
Okay, and any allergies?
No.
Okay, and I just want to verify, are you allergic to shellfish or iodine?
No.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift your bed up, and then I'm gonna place gloves on. I'm just gonna explain to you what we're gonna do. We're gonna insert a catheter. It's just a tube that'll go into your bladder to drain out any urine because you've been having some retention. So I'm gonna go ahead and drape so I have my supplies. I have my garbage can close to the bed and my Foley catheter supplies and an extra pair of sterile gloves and my lube. So I'm gonna go ahead and drape this over the patient's abdomen, and go ahead, just expose the parts that are necessary. Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have you bend your knees and place your feet flat on the bed and open your leg. I'll lock the bed. Open the legs as much as you can. So if the patient was confused, I would ask for additional help from nurse or an assistant. So I'm gonna go ahead and expose the area, and I'm gonna do just some peri-care with antiseptic wipes. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe from front to back, and then using a new towel, go ahead and wipe from front to back. Okay, so once I do that, I can remove my gloves and perform hand hygiene. And then I will bring my supplies closer to me. So then I'm gonna go ahead and open the supplies. So I can remove this, place it in the trash, and I'm gonna open farther so I make sure not to break sterile field by touching the patient's legs. I'm gonna open from the farthest away from me, make sure it stays in place. Then off to the side. Off to the side. And last one is towards me. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pinch and grab my sterile field and drop it outside. So without breaking sterile field, this is the lube that's supposed to be in there. So I have my sterile gloves here. I'm gonna open package. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Okay, and so let me just slide this a little. So I'm gonna open this using my, I'm gonna start off with my I'll start with this arm. Gonna grab it by the cuff and then up and away from the sterile field. Just adjust it, and then grab under the cuff, my sterile hand away from the sterile field, above my waistline, and place it. Okay, and then I can just throw this to the garbage. Alright, then I'll go ahead and adjust, only touching the inside to protect my gloves. I'll grab my blue chuck and kind of open it, shiny side down. I'm going to protect my gloves and place it under my patient, and then just leave it. And I'm going to adjust my catheter kit just to make sure that the sterile field is extended. Then I'm going to grab this and place it over the patient's and then just gonna sit a little. There you go. And then I will go ahead and prepare everything in here. So I'm gonna open the alcohol swab sticks. So So in place of this, without breaking sterile field, in place of this, I would have the alcohol swab stick just for the sake of the mannequin. And then I'm also gonna throw the water out for this one because we're gonna be using air for the mannequin. So then I'll go ahead and prep my lubricant, open my swab sticks. I'll just go ahead and place them. If it was iodine, I would open it and just squirt the iodine. I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap the tubing and do this carefully so that it doesn't go everywhere. So once that is done, I can go ahead and throw that out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and lubricate this. Once that is done, I can place it back into the box, and I'm gonna attach the syringe to the port of the catheter, and now I can start cleaning. So I'm gonna use my non-dominant hand. I'm gonna open the patient, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean with the alcohol swabs, starting away from me first, and then I can go ahead and toss that out, and going closest to me, and toss it out, and then down the middle, and toss that out. Once that's clean, I'm gonna continue to hold on, and I'm gonna grab the tubing, and I'm just gonna move this a little closer, and I can start. I'm gonna insert, so if you could just take a couple of deep breaths, and go in about 2 to 3 inches. And then once I see urine output, then I can advance 2 to 3 more inches. So once I'm in, I'm gonna go ahead and stabilize the catheter. I'm gonna pump the air in and then remove the syringe while holding on down the plunger. So then I can discard that. Once it's inserted, I'm gonna tug a little to make sure there's resistance. And then the field is no longer sterile, we're already inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and secure this device using a securing device on the patient's thigh. Make sure there's enough room for movement, and make sure there's no coils. So this would be secured on here. Make sure there's no coils, and then I'll go ahead and put the Foley below the bladder on the side of the bed, wherever there's no, wherever I can hang it that's not touching the bottom of the bed. The bottom of the floor. So then that's gonna complete my insertion.